Another expensive IEM review. Today we have the Empire Ears Triton. Hello guys, it's Jordan from Jordan Geek Review. Welcome back. Today we have the Triton Launch Edition from Empire Ears. This IEM is limited to 400 pieces worldwide, and in Singapore we have 25 units. And by the time you are watching this, I believe we only left with around like 10 left. So if you haven't checked it out in Singapore, you can go straight to Zeppelin & Co and give it a try before it runs out. So this Launch Edition, what's so special about Launch Edition is that it comes with a bag like this, a premium leather case, and also the most important thing that everyone is expecting is the cable. We call it the Monarch cable. Yeah, Monarch. The Monarch that you guys are very familiar about. So this cable is I would say it's a very premium high-end cable because it consists of 5 different precious materials. So it has a gold-plated silver, it has palladium-plated silver, SPC have a 5, and OCC silver, and also a 4N silver. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff, and it's supposed to be selling at $999 US, maybe at the end of the year or early next year. I was heard that is supposed to be so expensive. Also, this IEM is a tri-bridge IEM that are having 1 DD, 1 BA, and 2 bone conductions, and are selling at $1,799 US. Converted into Singapore dollar, that would be around like 2,499 Singapore dollar. Yeah, so the cable itself is almost more than half the price of the IEM. So that's why this cable, everyone has been curious about this cable, and I do think that this cable is really handsome to look at least. So we have the signature Trident kind of design at the wide split. So let's talk about the physical aspect of this IEM after we talk about all the specs and all. So let's talk about the outlook, the shell, the comfort, and also a little bit about the cable as well. So the shell, okay, so for the faceplate, this faceplate is which is the same with the previous Valkyrie faceplate, where you get this dragon height kind of design. But the most interesting part is that this faceplate is a gacha thing. Yes, so for those of you who like gacha, you might like this, because every single one of you who will be buying this IEM, or whoever that bought this IEM, you will get a I think a totally different faceplate. So none of you will have the same IEM, and depends on you guys. So for like people who bought the Odin, and there are very few of them that gotten the Odin, which have slightly a little bit more red color. So on this IEM, I think the gacha one that who won this will be those who got it in full blue, I guess. So it depends on your preference. So the one that I have here is slightly one side, the left side is in green, and it really looks like Aquaman to some reason. So together with the Trident and the green color plus gold color accent, it really looks like an Aquaman armor to me, at least the one that we watch in movies. So the other side is a blend of green and blue, so it all depends on your luck. So no one knows what you will be getting, because everything will be sealed, you can't see what's inside, so it's all about luck. But I do think that regardless of whatever colors that you get, should be quite nice. Yeah, and this time the shell was done to be slightly smaller. Okay, smaller is in the context of the Empire Ears Raven. Yes, Raven was so big, was so humongous. So this shell, in comparison, I would say is really way smaller than that, but still it is like I would say medium size. Of course, it's also smaller than those like the TA Audio Monarch, like even like what else? Yeah, I mean it's a medium size IEM. So for those of you who have issue wearing those, you shouldn't have issue wearing this, I think. So give your wearing test. So for me, looks like this, where it just fit quite nicely. So have no issue wearing this at all, and not like the Raven where it's just really big and when you wear it, it's just hanging outside. And now let's talk about the cable. So the cable that it came with in the launch edition is the Monarch cable. So this cable, the most handsome part, it is the Y split. So this Y split, we have this Triton design, and what I love most about is the chin slider. Why? Because the chin slider is hiding in the Triton, where you can put it out like this, where it blends perfectly with the Triton. So it's a very nice touch of design, and also very handsome looking design as well to me personally. So at the back of the Y split, you get this Empire Ears logo, and the 4-pin connector that it came with is from Pentagon. Yeah, so that's about it about this IEM in terms of physical wise. Also the ear tips. Okay, so the ear tips that it came with, of course with Empire Ears you get a lot of vinyl type ear tips, but not the biggest fan of the vinyl type E kind of sound. So we have swapped into the Divinus white ball on this IEM, but of course it depends on your preference. But I do think that, or me and my colleagues do think that on the Divinus white ball, it just sounds slightly more favorable to us. So it's a preference thing. So let's talk about sound. So sound, if I were to give it, say it in like one word, I would describe it to be simple. Yeah, really simple. Simple as in this IEM in terms of frequency response, if you look at the graph, it's an L-shaped kind of sound signature, where it does have substantial amount of bass. Yes, you get a lot of bass because it's Empire. So it's Empire Ears kind of bass. Those who own Empire Ears, you should have a rough idea that what this bass is going to be. And also it has a lot of vocals. So that's why I say it is a very simple tuning, where it gives you a lot of bass, a lot of vocals. So this is the layman term. So let's talk slightly deeper into the sound impression. So the bass on the Empire Ears, because of the bone conductions that you are getting inside them, and also the W9 plus, which is a Weapon 9 plus DD, you get a really immersive and huge bass. Okay, so the bass is not exactly the fastest bass ever. So when bass hit, I think that you get that very nice decay. At the same time, you just get that very nice punch. So not that really solid punch, but it's a very big punch to it. And for me, who don't really listen to a lot of bassy song, I just pick a few from my library. So we have like Post Malone, the Sunflower from Post Malone, and also Imagine Dragon, we have the Enemy. These two are more of an anime kind of soundtrack. So for these two types of song, it is, I would say, perfect. In fact, I do think that the Empire Ears Triton are really designed for, more suitable for like some of the Western stuff, kind of Western tuning, where like song from like Post Malone, like Imagine Dragon, you will get that really satisfying bass hit. And for those of you who like EDM and hip hop, you guarantee you guys will love this IEM, because the bass hit is really big and huge, give you that very grand kind of feeling. So let's talk about vocals. So vocals on this IEM is also kind of, I would say, forward. Yeah, you get a very forward female vocal presentation. And for male vocals tends to be slightly a bit thicker. Yeah, in terms of mid-range alone, it's more of a very thick, very full, very rich sounding kind of a mid-range, maybe partly because of the bass. And for female vocal, it doesn't got drawn out by the bass, it still come out quite a lot. So it's I would say that the female vocal on this IEM, if you like female vocal right in front of you, you will like this kind of tuning. But let's go to the downside. So the downside may be because of the drawbacks of having such less of drivers, your lack of a little bit of that BAs and also EST. So in terms of instruments, you won't get the best of it out of this REM, where you don't get like a very super good separation here and there, and also imaging is also not the strongest point on this REM, and this REM is also slightly lacking in the terms of like airiness. But in return, I think that this REM don't need to be as airy because you have so much of bass already, and in return it gives you that very good decay. So in terms of bass, in terms of vocal, in both aspects, it have a very good decay, where it will give you that very immersive kind of listening experience, where you just felt yourself like being submerged into the song, so submerged into the vocal itself. So also detail retrieval on this REM is also not the strongest, but at this price point I think that is fairly okay, not too bad kind of a detail retrieval, but not something that you will be really amazed of. But if you want something like that, I think something like the Empire Years Odin or like Raven would be able to do slightly better in that kind of setup. So in conclusion, do I recommend this REM? I would say it depends on what you like. If you like something bassy, if you like something simple and pretty looking, yes, you should check this out because it's really simple in terms of sound. Go to Zeppelin & Co and give it a check. And also you guys are feel free to play around with the cable as well to check it out, what this cable will be able to do. And guess what? I will be plugging this cable too. So for those of you who can guess, you can comment right down below. So shall see you all like next time. Bye bye.